And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Now here's Adams. And stolen by Booker. Adams against Durant. Banked it in off the glass.
Beautiful concentration from KD. Unwilling to let a little contact get in the way of his shot.
Here's Morant. Warren with the rebound.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Jackson. Bane finds Brooks. Morant with it. He takes it in. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
And so it's Memphis with it.
I saw it.
Wow!
And he saw it. What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Outside Paul. Inside. Aiden, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Shoots from the line. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Morant's got 6.
Hard to overstate Morant's shooting ability. It just comes natural to him.
Booker for 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
For 3, Booker. Grizzlies with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Here's Bane to the right side. Brooks outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jack's up at 3. And Booker pulls it down. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Oh, stolen by Morant. Adams against Aiden. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns trailing. Paul passes to Durant. Pass to Aiden. Outside Paul. Aiden with a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Paul, shot is off. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Booker against Bain. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Phoenix foul. Kevin Durant. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant. At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Morant.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
9 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies out in front, leading by a point. And back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Drops in the 3. Brooks has got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Durant inside. Brooks defending. The 3. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Durant.
When it comes to surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Morant against Paul. Kicks it out to Jackson from the arc. The shot off that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Paul. Warren with a screen on Bain. Durant against Morant. Oh, Adams with the block.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Brooks. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Here's Durant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Steven Adams.
The size and length of Durant poses problems for defenders, which is why they foul him.
And both free throws good for Durant.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Outside Morant. And he drives in. Clock at 6. There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Want to impress scouts? Stand 6'11" and hit the 3 with consistency. Jackson has such a bright future.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
To the paint. Here's Brooks. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Memphis has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Takes it inside, and then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And it's Warren missing. Memphis leading. Pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Now Bane. This one for 3. 4-3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Ayton, a screen on Bane. For 3, Booker. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's 38 seconds left in the second period. Adams with a screen on Paul. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. They get it again. Adams. A good look from Bane. No good from the wing.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Outside Durant. To halt the run. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And the length of Durant, he's more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing the foul.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Bane, no good. And so it's Memphis ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team.
32.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you played, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys.
Pass to Brooks. Bane with it. From deep. Knocks down the long J. Bane's got 6 points.
Making use of these corner spots, Bane is especially dangerous from this area.
On the wing, Durant. Back to Booker. The 3 ball. Sinks it from distance. He's got 12.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
Really left him alone that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
What we know about Dillon Brooks, he's a gamer. 3 on the other end, right back at you.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. a lot of history. But Commissioner Silver said, we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Memphis needs to get off a shot. There's Jackson with the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him. And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Jackson drawing the double team. Over Booker. Here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Here's Bane. Warren with the rebound. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Bane with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's Adams. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Outside for Booker. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Jackson with a screen on Booker. Bane, the pass to Morant. Now here's Adams. Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. Fires for 3. Good, and the setup by Morant. Bane's got 6 points in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Tough defense on that play for Warren. It's a credit to his shooting ability that he was able to get the shot off at all.
At the line for Phoenix.
And that's good as he hits both shots. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on T.J. Warren.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Booker no good. And here's Memphis. They're on a 15-5 run. From deep, Morant. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the three a little bit more.
Outside Paul. Takes a 3. Phoenix no good that time either. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. To the left wing. Outside for Morant. Pass to Bane. Fires the 3. No good. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling.
Got it. Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Paul against Morant. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Back to Bane. Outside for Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Jackson outside. Here's Bane. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well.
And please give a big round of applause.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Brooks finds Bain, shoots over Ayton, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Well, the Suns shooting just 37% so far in this one. Pass to Paul. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep.
Even on CP3's deep shot, as soon as he crosses half court, you have to get a hand up on him.
From deep, Morant. The Suns clear it.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside Paul. From deep. Durant, no good. And the Grizzlies' shooting has been great this game, 58%. Bain, the pass to Morant. Oh, misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Durant controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, the reach of Kevin Durant, using his incredible wingspan to take advantage on the offensive glass.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Morant against Paul. On the wing, Bain. The three. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Warren with a screen on Brooks. The three, Durant. On target from range. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
This team leans on Durant to score often. He knows his role well.
Pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. Oh, Durant with a steal. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. 4-3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bain with it. Now guarded by Booker. Brooks from outside. And they get it back. Adams finds Morant. From deep, Bain. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Outside the arc. Here's Warren. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
You gotta guard Warren close, especially when he's lurking inside looking to score.
Morant into the lane. Jackson, pass to Brooks. Up top, Jackson. He's covered by Warren. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Bain against Booker. This one for 3. Oh, Adams with the block. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. The 3 from Bain. Nails it from 3. Bain's got 9 points now in the second half. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Gets the 3 to fall.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Grizzlies.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved really enjoyable to watch.
Booker can't get it to go. Bane against Booker. Bane, the pass to Adams. It's good.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to.
battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Plumlee, and it's Powell in at the point. And taken away by Paul. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Ayton, drops in the layup for two.
You simply must put more pressure on DeAndre Ayton. This guy is capable of finishing against contact.
Leonard draws the double. Plumlee in the high post. Powell finds Leonard. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Out to KD. We're about 1 minute into the first. Just 5 on the clock. To the left wing. Warren sets the pick for Paul. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And it's the Clippers' ball.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Powell trying to free himself up. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's KD. And finished up by KD.
It is unfair that a 7-footer can be that smooth, that agile off the bounce. Kevin Durant doing some nice work.
And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Leonard. That one doesn't drop. Nice defense from KD. Over George. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Powell, the pass to George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Kicks it out to Paul. Jacks up a three. Here's KD. Paul with the ball. Leonard with the steal. Down low. Here's Powell. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
KD looking around. Over to the left wing. Ayton finds KD. Yep, that one goes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And the shot is good.
Well, with Kevin Durant's size and his reach and his release point, if he's in the paint, you can bet he's going to score it. Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Now here's Booker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the paint. And it's Ayton missing. And stolen by Ayton. Paul kicks to Durant. His three-pointers off the mark. Clippers leading by 6. A nice shot by George. George has got 12 points in the game.
Well, Paul George been cooking all night. The defense has nothing for him right now.
Outside Durant. Outside Warren. Back to Durant. Nice jump shot. Good. 8 points for him.
Well, the ability to score without being the primary ball handler, right? Kevin Durant can catch and shoot as well as anybody in the league.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 6-point game. He kicks it to Paul. George against Booker. Warren a screen on George. Here's Booker. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
And the rejection by Ayton. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Warren, and it's Ayton in at the 5. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Suns trail by 3. And then Durant with the jam.
It's this kind of consistency, guys, as a scorer that always has Kevin Durant in the MVP conversation.
Powell, the pass to George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Durant in the corner. A crossover, and there's the drive. He misses his 3rd shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. Leonard kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Zubac. Back to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
KD against Leonard. Ball outside. And the rejection by Zubac. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
Here's Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 7-point Clipper lead.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Booker left side. Lets the 3 fly. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. Here's the drive.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Kevin Durant showing you that I can play with power, with authority, up and over the defense, and slams it home.
Los Angeles leading by 7.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
On the wing, Booker from downtown. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's George. No good on that one. Nice D from Warren. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Booker. From deep. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
First team foul.
.40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Booker with no one around, and the Suns miss again.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked off here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
How about since he entered the league, Kawhi Leonard has tripled his assist average. What a good passer he has become.
Outside, KD. Pocket 6, over George. And finished off by KD.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Gets it off. And so we wrap up the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated.
23. The Clippers, 31.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Powell in at the 1. Pushing it up. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
From deep, George. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Powell kicks to Leonard. Three-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
To the right side. Back to Warren. 6 to shoot. Durant wide open. He fires. Goes back up. Ayton trying to break free. And Durant lays it in. KD's got 18 points in the game. Leonard kicks to Plumlee. Durant with the steal. Booker outside. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And the dunk by Booker.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's Durant, and he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Well, Kevin Durant is the total package. Make no mistake, his handle is outstanding.
And again, the Clippers turn it over. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix, trailing by 10. Ayton a screen. Booker the pass to Ayton. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Ayton's got his second basket.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Booker outside. Durant kicks to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns a fast break. No good from Durant. Los Angeles leading by 10. Leonard, that's for 2. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Kawhi Leonard able to navigate his way to the cup off the bounce. Yes, sir.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Hey, listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Basket counts. Plumlee's got 11.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. Now Kevin Durant. He's got 23. Shot clock at 3. Outside, Warren. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
CLA ball.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Powell for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Norman Powell with the rise and fire from three-point territory. Pretty delivery.
Here's Durant, and it's in there. KD's got 9 points here in the second half.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
And it's Durant missing. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close.
And please give a big round of applause.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Warren is out there with Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. He's out there for Phoenix. Here's KD. The teardrop falls in. Durant's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Phoenix. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Powell for 3. It's deflected. George finds Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And again, no good by the Clippers. Suns trail by 12. The pass to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
George dishes the Powell. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
inside Warren. Kicks it out to Booker. Warren is screen on George. For three, Booker doesn't go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Inside. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Zubac. From deep three-point range. And they get it back. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. George with no one around. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
And Ayton throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
KD finds Ayton. Leonard with the steal. And George, here we go. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Clippers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Los Angeles leading by 13. Plumlee, the pass to George. Off target from outside. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man. I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And the shot by Warren, no good. Los Angeles has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Clippers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Powell for three, and it's Ayton with the rebound. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Warren sets the pick for Paul. Out to the wing. Ayton kicks to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Warren. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George.
Well, you can't allow T.J. Warren to get this close to the cup. Once you do, you have to foul him.
At the line for two.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Powell. Over Paul. Missed. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here and... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.
rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Powell in at the one. Leonard's shot's good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Moran. Back to Bane. Jack's up a three. Can't hit that one. Leonard, right side. And Leonard throws it down hard.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
And here's Moran outside. And no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Pass to Brooks. Good, and the setup by Moran.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Brooks outside. Now Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the three. Deflected. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. Outside Moran. Shot clock at 5. There's the dribble. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Zubac finds Leonard. Back to Zubac. Out to Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Oh, deflected. Zubac with the steal. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. On the wing, Brooks. Moran against Powell. Outside for Brooks. Fires the three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Okay, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
A wing not afraid to mix it up inside. PG-13 finishing down low.
Pass to Jackson. The three ball. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Clippers have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Leonard passes to Powell. Back to Leonard. Now here's Plumlee. Here's Leonard. 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Here's Leonard, following the bucket by the Grizzlies, and the bucket is good.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Outside Bane. Jackson with it. Guarded now by George. Pass to Brooks. Outside for Moran. Moran with the slam!
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Jackson on the wing. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Jackson's got 6.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
And down it goes. 2 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Morant against Powell. Adams inside. Here's Bane. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Imposing his will out there. PG-13. Love to see him attack the rim like that.
Adams with a screen on Powell. From deep, Morant. Offensive rebound. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Offensive board. Pass to George. Powell outside. And here's Leonard. And another shot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
George passes to Leonard. Kicks it to George. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
George with it. Checked by Brooks. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers miss again. Memphis has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Bane, the pass to Morant. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Leonard. Pass to Powell. Now Leonard. Back to Powell. Now here's Zubac. George outside to stop the run. And the jam by George.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Adams over Plumlee. Oh, a great move from Steven Adams as he gets it to go. Adams has got 4 points this quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
George finds Powell. Back to George. Powell outside. Another shot. And too long on the shot.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Brooks against Leonard. There's Jackson with the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And here's Memphis. They're on a 14-6 run. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
George passes to Zubac. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Now here's Jackson. From deep, Payne. Foul pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Leonard finds George.
And just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
At the line for the Clippers, Paul George.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Outside Payne. Outside for Brooks. Outside Morant. Beyond the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. And so
Your Grizzlies, 37. The Clippers, 31.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George has been sensational.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Well, with roster sizes expanding and the addition of two-way contracts, the NBA has 100 more roster spots than around 12 years ago. RJ, how's that changed things in your mind?
Well, you just need so much more scouting and development, and you look at the different teams around this league, the ones that have continued success are the ones that are always able to find those diamonds in the rough. It's easy to get somebody good with the top 5 pick. Show me a team that can find somebody with the 30th or 35th pick.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Powell in at the 1.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
At the line for Memphis.
That free throw no good.
Steven Adams. 2 shots.
So he can't get either to fall. The Clippers trail. Zubac's high post. Kicks it to George. Zubac passes to Plumlee. George with it. There's the drive. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Steven Adams. And it's tied up with that one.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Adams a screen from deep. Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position. And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Here's Morant with the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Here's George. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Jaren Jackson picks one up. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Clippers, Paul George. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Memphis trailing here. And here's Morant. He's got 15. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Norman Powell.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, John Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Brooks against Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. And he trades another one. He's now 10 of 11 from the field.
Yeah, great job by George. Now, part of what makes him such a great wing is his crazy ability off the bounce.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. He drops it from range. Jackson's got 15 points.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
Pass to Adams. Brooks with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. From deep, Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
When you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Jackson's been shooting it with so much confidence. Defense, they can't really slow him down right now.
George, no good.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Bain. There's the triple. Morant against George. Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket from behind the arc. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got 9 points now in the second half. Here's Leonard. Oh, no good. Unable to end this run.
Norman Powell. Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for your
The free throw drops for Morant.
At the line for 2.
And Morant drops them both. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball, slam it with ease.
Pass to Bain. George against Brooks. Now Morant. Jackson the screen. And it's Morant missing. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Leonard passes to George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Outside for Brooks. Fires the 3. And again, Memphis no good. The Clippers have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's Leonard. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Drives to the hoop. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Morant.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient. Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Powell. Morant, the pass to Jackson. There's the block. Leonard against Brooks. Plumlee with it. George outside. Back to Plumlee. Second chance shot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Bain finds Jackson. Back to Bain. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Brooks from outside. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds in the game. Leonard outside. Down low. And there's Plumlee on the assist by Leonard. Plumlee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he has to build on this, because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten him so far.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Bain. Outside Morant. Back to Bain. On the wing, Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Kicks it to George.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The three is up. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies.
Memphis ball.
There's a minute 54 left in the fourth. Powell against Morant. To stop the drought. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the air.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis. So he gets them both. And it's a 9-point game here. The Clippers running out of time. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
George, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Jackson, left side. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Brooks outside. Fires from deep. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Many of Adams' points are generated off putbacks, just like that one.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 10. And so he hits both. Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. And it's stolen by Plumlee. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard against Bane. Powell passes to Leonard. Morant against Powell. Back to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Soft touch off the glass.
Count on Leonard to not get held back by the contact. He goes right through it to get his shot off.
George with a steal.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
On the wing, Bane. Jackson outside. Back to Bane. Outside Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Bane. Launches it. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Paul George. The second one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that stretches their lead to 8.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Laces one from 3.
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when time is short because he can handle the pressure.
Five ticks left in the fourth. Morant finds Bane. The drive by Morant. No good. And so the Grizzlies take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final second.
conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't
look at that.
Love when Steven Adams has that kind of room to rip it down.
Outside Durant fires the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks outside. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Warren. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Brooks.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Warren. Durant feeling it out a bit. Takes the three. And Bane pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside for Jackson to the left side wing. Back to Bane. Jackson passes to Morant. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Durant against Morant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And Durant still has that flush. Just an easy deuce for him.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket. Gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's up a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Booker outside. From past the arc. Buries it from 3-point range.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're...
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Morant against Paul. Outside Durant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
That one good for 2. Durant's got 9 points.
Putting on a clinic tonight, Durant can use either hand to break you down off the dribble.
Jackson misses. Phoenix is gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. The kick out to Warren. Outside, KD. Warren a screen on Brooks. And finished off by KD.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Paul outside. No good on the 3. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Brooks for 3. No good that time. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Ayton dishes to Paul. Adams against Warren. Ayton in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Over Jackson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Memphis, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Morant against Paul. Morant kicks to Adams. And a wide open look for Bane. They grab their own miss.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Now, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Warren, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Home in the paint. Here's Durant. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Booker against Bane. Brooks finds Morant. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Bane passes to Brooks. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. And it's the Suns with the ball. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
First team.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Paul's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Paul against Morant. Warren sets the pick for Paul. Here's Durant. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so with a dime.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Outside Warren. Outside for Durant. 4 on the clock. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And KD just doing a great job of initiating some contact, drawing a guy closer, and he'll get free throws from it.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Pass to KD. Going to go that time, and Memphis the other way now. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Passes it to Jackson, and stolen by Ayton. Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
There's Jackson with the three. Drains the three-pointer. Jackson's got 11 points.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide-open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
And it's Paul missing. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. One of his teammates said he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Outside for Durant. Paul outside. Warren a screen on Morant. Paul for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant with it. He's picked up by Paul. This one for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Jackson misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The pass to Booker. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Taking 2 shots. No luck that time either. Suns trail by 6. Paul outside. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Warren the pass to Durant. Back to Warren. And it's Warren with the jam.
Well, his length and then his quickness, Durant, you just can't cover the guy. An absolute nightmare matchup. And then you add the pick and roll to it. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Paul kicks to Warren. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. There's a screen. The Suns need to get a shot off.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
The 3 from Morant. It's rebounded by Paul. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City. They've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Clock is at 3. Out to Brooks. Launches a 3. Drops in the tray. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Suns have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Suns trail by 3. Booker looking around. Down low, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Dylan Brooks. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, the guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Outside for Jackson, beyond the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Jackson's got 16.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points. Out to Brooks from outside the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Durant finds Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Yeah, Warren hungry to get in there and get his hands on the rim. 2 more for him.
And they double up Morant. How's that for an answer? Right down with the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy. It's the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Bain. And that one is hammered home.
And as his game continues to develop, Jackson's passing will get better with each season.
Durant gets to Ayton. Ayton a screen on Morant. Pass to KD. Going inside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. On the wing, Bain. Defended by Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Grizzlies have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far.
Yeah, they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And Bain drops them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Outside for KD. Ayton sets the pick for KD. Back to Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The 3 from Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Right side, Kevin Durant. Here's Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Big man you don't want to send to the line. DeAndre Ayton's free throw capabilities keep him on the floor at all times.
Ayton hits them both. 5 seconds left in the third. 3 seconds left.
Chris Paul, a terrific defender, uses his speed well right there to cover some ground.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pick. Ayton is out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. Picked away. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Stolen by Warren. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Booker with it. Now defended by Bane.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Morant passes to Jackson. Payton for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul finds Durant. Ayton a screen on Adams. To the middle. Kicks it out to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Warren a screen on Morant. Paul passes to Warren. Adams with it. In the corner, it's Bane. Kick out to Adams. Pass to Concha. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. Concha's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Out to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. With three, Booker, offensive rebound.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish a position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
Jackson passes to Concha. Now here's Adams. Back to Morant. Right wing. Outside, Bane. Adams trying to free himself up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Warren sets the pick for Paul. To the inside. And the shot by Warren, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Morant finds Adams. Out to Morant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. 8-point game. Warren sets the pick for Paul. A 3-ball. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Morant passes to Bane. Morant kicks to Bane. And another miss by Memphis.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Ayton a screen on Bane. And it's Durant missing. Memphis leading by 8. Morant pitches to Adams. Jackson from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Warren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, KD. Gets a hand on it. They could use a bucket. And the shot by Warren, no good. Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Kicks it to Jackson. Makes it off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, just working on extending that range, T.J. Warren in the offseason, wanting to be a better three-point shooter. Nice to see him knock one down.
Jackson kicks to Bain. Here's Conchar. Second shot opportunity. Out to Morant. Sinks the triple.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
These two teams have been around the block a few times. Both rosters filled with veterans.
No surprises tonight, BA. These guys have faced off on various teams so many times, they know all of their opponent's tricks.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. TJ Warren out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Paul. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, he's way off from outside.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Leonard against Paul. Leonard can't get it to go. Leonard against Booker. Here he goes. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
George, right side. With some arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
A multiple-time champion in this league. When Kevin Durant is healthy, he's a true force. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
George passes to Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Durant. Driving in. And Durant slams it home.
My goodness, the ball handling ability by Durant. He is putting on a show.
Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Outside Paul. On the wing, Durant. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Just 5 on the clock. Blocked again! Here's Mann. He's guarded by Paul. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And here's Booker. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Plumlee. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside Booker. Paul finds Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
And the dunk by Leonard.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Booker can't get it to go.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Leonard against Durant. And the dunk by Leonard.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. Plumlee passes to George. Here's the drive, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluent wings in the league.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Booker, the pass to Durant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Durant finds Booker. Pass to Warren. On the wing, Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 8.
Durant with those long arms able to attack the defense while protecting the ball.
And stolen by Booker. With 4 on the clock. And the bucket is good. Durant with the finish.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers,
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Mann in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. The Suns trailing. Durant with it. Guarded now by George. For three, Warren hits the trifecta. Warren's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Beautiful ball movement from Kevin Durant. Easily finding his shooters that are ready to knock him down.
And stolen by Booker. Pass to Warren. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Leonard. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
You also have to commend them for their fearless attitude offensively. They've been productive when driving to the basket.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Booker with it. 6 to shoot. To the middle. And Ayton with the stuff.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Here's Durant following the score by the Clippers. And the shot's good. Durant's got 12.
What quickness by KD on the drive, cutting up the defense with that shot.
It's stolen by Durant. He takes it in. And Durant with the big finish.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Leonard passes to George. And George with the jam.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Now here's Durant. Got a piece of it. Booker, the pass to Paul. Inside. Here's Ayton. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. 6 points for him.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
And the first one at the line is good. George hits them both. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
On any given night, Kawhi can just take control of the offense and elite score from all three levels.
Now here's Warren. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 tonight. To the inside. Here's George. The shot no good. Ayton with the defensive effort. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Durant, pass to Ayton. Tipped. Oh, and the jam by Ayton. 1:14 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to George. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. It goes on Kevin Durant, and he makes the first.
Phoenix foul. Kevin Durant.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
You know, he's still slender, but KD's gotten a lot stronger. You have to wrap him up early. You can't let him get the shot off.
The Clippers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Leonard double team. George outside. Pass to Plumlee. Leonard on the wing. From the arc. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
George against Booker. Puts up a 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. 30 seconds left in the second. And that one's good. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
Offensively, once KD gets going, it's over. It's beautiful to watch.
Pass to Plumlee. It's George on the wing. Plumlee, a screen on Booker. George passes to Zubac. Here's Mann. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Zubac. It's good. Zubac has got his second basket.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Here's Booker.
I love the way George can move his feet.
All right, good stuff, Allie.
The Suns. Put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
On the court right now for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with T.J. Warren. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Durant. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And George with the jam.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Pass to Durant. Takes a 3. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Plumlee. Leonard passes to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. It kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Paul. It's blocked.
Walking foul called on Kevin Durant. That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Paul. And again, it's Paul George. And now a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
First team foul.
Pass to Booker. George with a steal. Plumlee with it. Warren covering. To the middle. The reverse. And George lays it in. George has got 12 now in this quarter.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
And Durant gets it to go.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Booker, pass to Paul. Oh, George with a steal. And stolen by Paul. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Booker, the kick to Durant. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Ayton, great positioning on the putback.
Impeccable timing from the towering big man. Ayton is someone you must box out, or this is what happens. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Paul. Down low. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
Tough defense on that play for Warren. It's a credit to his shooting ability that he was able to get the shot off at all.
And so Warren nails them both. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. And George with the jam.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
The Suns have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Is that an answer or what? He just one-upped him real good.
Those two relish going at each other, don't they? And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game. Leonard passes to George. And here's Zubac. The three is up. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside for Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Devin Booker, 2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. The Clippers in the lead.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The size and length of Durant poses problems for defenders, which is why they foul him.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for man. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Here's Durant, up and in on the layup. Durant's got 31.
He's so polished. All Durant needs is a little airspace to get his shot off.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Here's Leonard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
That one's no good. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
You see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Warren for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. George outside. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Aiden. On the wing, Durant. Into the lane. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's George. And George with the jam.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Outside Durant. Ayton, the screen on Leonard. And Durant with the big finish.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Chris Paul.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Here's Paul. Left side Warren. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Showing he's more than just a scorer. Warren is good at finding his teammates when they're uncovered.
Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And here's Durant. Back to Booker. Now here's Paul. Now here's Warren. Ooh, good D by Plumlee.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. George passes to Plumlee. No good on the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Booker against George. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Powell in the post. He's guarded by Paul. Out to Leonard. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Leonard's got 30 points.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Clippers.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kawhi Leonard.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity. That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Durant. To end the run. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I love this offense by Kevin Durant, doing a nice job of finding his teammates.
And George with the jam.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
The D totally forgot to mark him, and as a result, he put them on a poster with that dunk.
So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was a fun one. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant finds Jackson. Powell against Morant. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant against Powell. Morant scanning the floor. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Leonard with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
They push it up 4 on 3. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. And that one's good. Leonard.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Powell against Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Adams finds Brooks. Offensive rebound. Outside Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Morant, that's for 2. Misses off the left iron.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside, Bane, stolen by George. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Now here's Leonard. 7 points in the game. Back to Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Well, there's a high IQ when you're talking about Marcus Morris, and in pick-and-roll sets, he is understanding how to get what he wants.
Brooks against Leonard. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Morant right side. Takes a three. Cans it from downtown. Morant's got a couple of threes now in the first for Memphis.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And here are the Grizzlies now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Morant. And Adams with the slam.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Morris finds Leonard. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So on the floor for Memphis. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 11.
Well, once he's in the painted area, you can see the level of aggression goes up for Kawhi Leonard.
Brooks outside. Off target with his three. Los Angeles leading by 4. George with the ball. Now defended by Bane. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And it's Brooks in the corner. On the wing, George. Guarded by Bane.
Well, at 6'9", with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Fires from deep. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Nobody near George. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Jackson in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George with the ball. Now defended by Bane. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. 8-point game. Adams' shot is good. He has 6.
Well, Steven Adams was a bit raw when he entered the league, but you can see right there how sound he has become as a finisher on the interior.
Of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Bane finds Brooks. Morant against Zubac. And then Morant slams it in.
And just so dynamic, kept that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jordan. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
2 minutes remain.
Powell against Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Morris with the screen for George. And the 3 off target. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 16 points.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Adams outside. He takes it in.
Boy, Steven Adams just plays with tremendous energy and aggression. Look out, Rim.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Adams with the screen on Powell. And then Morant slams it in.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That free throw good from George.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Adams' shot is off. Clippers leading by 8. Leonard the pass to Powell. Left side, George. Back to Powell. Pass to George. Adams, some nice D. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And the first half is now in the books. Clipper, thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Clippers, 38. The Grizzlies, 30.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Powell in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Morant. Adams trying to free himself up. And then Morant slams it in.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Out to Morris for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Zubac has got his first basket.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid at recognizing when he should give it up.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Leonard, no luck. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 9 points. And Adams kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
You know, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Out to Morant. Paul George with the steal. Morris with the screen for George. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Adams. Morant with it. Leonard picks him up. Morant outside. with the drive, and then Morant slams it in.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
And there's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
Los Angeles, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant with it. 30 points in the game. Jackson down low. He's against Morris. Out to Morant.
2 minutes remaining.
5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Payton for 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
LA basketball.
Powell dishes to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kicks it out to Leonard. Morris with a screen on Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks finds Morant. Back to Brooks. Kick out to Adams. Morant outside. Here he goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Kicks it out to Leonard.
Walking foul called on Steven Adams. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Memphis. 7-point differential. Here's George. He's got 15. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
The interior game of Paul George is excellent. He does not allow the defense to bother him, even with a hand in his face.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Out to Brooks. Back to Jackson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there, trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
George against Payne. George passes to Morris. Back to George. Over Brooks. And there's Paul George on the assist by Morris. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead. Powell against Morant. To the paint. Inside. Here's Adams. Outside for Jackson. The 3. Pocket 6. And again, Memphis no good. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Morant against Powell. Morant passes to Brooks. The 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Now through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
And he's good on the second. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Now here's Morant. Zubac trying to break loose. Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Pass to Powell. He dishes it to Morris. In the corner, Powell with it. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Leonard, no luck. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Passes it to Jackson. For the three. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. It's tipped. Powell with the steal. And it's George finishing it off.
Now, Paul George will work hard to get to his spots offensively. Right now, they can count on him to put the ball in the basket.
Morant, that's for two. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
George looking over the floor. Now the pass to Leonard. It's Powell with the drive. And the dunk by Powell.
How about that vertical from Norman Powell off the deck? Give him a window to drive it and finish. Yes, sir.
Powell against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Outside for George. And the three ball is good. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paul George.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Morant outside. Another shot on the wing, Bane. Morant outside. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
LA basketball.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's Morant with the rebound. Lets it go from deep. Kick out to Adams. Fires for 3. Shot clock reset for Memphis. From the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Powell, the pass to Zubac. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Powell. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.